Hey everybody, guitar enthusiasts, Facebook friends, and YouTube followers. This is Andy's free guitar chart videos, and we want to get rolling today because I got a busy day, and I want to do a lesson on this chart that I made, chart 108, and here's the 3D of the chart. I do a little 3D sometimes, but this isn't this is like 98% done or something, which is pretty good for a 3D chart. It just gives it a little extra dimension where we have across here we've got the magic circles, and it's big, long. I don't even know how many frets that is. I don't know if they make guitars. That's probably like an electric guitar fret. So let's count them: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 frets. So that's pretty long. But it's long enough to show the entire magic circle. So going across here is the magic circle, and I think the magic circle plus 1 there. So I usually do, to get the end posts in the fence, so to speak. Over here is just caged. It goes CAGED. So that's the and over here we just have a reference to the keyboard here, what you have: C, D, F, G, A, B, C, C, E, G, C, and some other good stuff that we're going to cover in this chart. So let's get to the real chart, the two-dimensional, and here we are. So, sorry, we've just been cleaning here in the trailer here, and it is a pretty good sized trailer. It's not too small. I wish it was bigger, but the dust does kick up. I don't know where it comes from. Um, this is the 2D of the chart, and the reason why I'm doing this chart is to so we can move on to another topic after this. So while I've got this topic in my head and all, and I've looked at it, I set out to prove something. I didn't particularly prove it, but I didn't unprove it either. So perhaps the proof is a little more involved, but maybe it's a little simpler. And the name of the chart is the magic circle and caged, the magic, and the missing frets. Okay, so that's the name of the chart there. All right, and so let's get rolling and look at what is the magic circle and what is caged. So there's a difference between caged and the magic circle. Okay. Here's a fretboard. It's not super duper long. Alright, and by the way, the reason why I did the colored notes up here is because I needed it not to be in the key of C. So this, although the references to these frets are reference to certain key. So up top here we've got the magic circle keyboard, just like my guitar, except mine's not that long. This one starts in E here, so I would have to put a capo on that E right there, and that's where, see where the green note is? Right here. That's the green note, that's where the E note is. So we can kind of pin down some notes here. So we've got the E note here. So that's why you don't see a whole lot of numbers on here, because there's only letters. That's legal if you want it to be, just like looking at a piano. Hey, let's look at a piano. There's no numbers on here. There's only letters. And it shouldn't be scary to you, or it shouldn't be difficult to, or challenging, or whatever you want to call it. Challenging isn't exactly the word, but it shouldn't be confusing to you to see letters on the piano. what would confuse you is if you saw numbers, because that would imply a key. So if we want to be in the key of C, we would put a root number here, 1. If we wanted to be in the key of F, we would put a 1 on F. If we were in the key of E, we'd put a 1 on E, or a root. I use R for 1. The second of E is F sharp, so you'd put a 2 here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root. In C, it's all the, we call them white notes, but no longer, right? Because I've colored the notes. However, today, in today's chart and today's lesson, we have to talk about white notes. When I first made the guitar, piano key, guitar keyboard, it was all white notes. I'll show you. Okay, so here is about as big as I can get it, is the guitar fretboard done in black and white notes. It's lettered, so there's no reference to a particular key. And you can see, let's just zoom in as well as we can. We can't get the whole thing here. Sorry for you screensavers, but I saved this, and it's just, I'm lucky I'm able to use this for anything. But my first guitar keyboard definitely went with black and white notes. If you see here, they seem, the accidentals seem more important or numerous. When you look at a piano, they just happen to be smaller. So, but in the guitar, the black notes are just as big as the white ones. How many are there? I haven't really quite counted, but I know there, for every 8, or let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For every 7 white keys, there's a 5 accidentals, black keys. So that's the ratio we're looking at here. But see, it's all black and white. Alright, just had a little cough there. It's hard to tell these things apart, even when you do have lines, that fret lines or string lines, whatever you want to call them, and you break them up into square frets, like this particular one. So we look at right here. By the way, I borrowed this from the internet, and I make better ones than this. This is the only one I could find this morning. I thought it was cool, so I saved it. But my guitar designs are better than just this. I have have it done, but it has the lettering. So look at this square fret here, right? So what we would do here is, like real quick, we would go into text, and we would go into a white font or a yellow font, okay, and then we would draw right there, whatever letter that would be. So that would be B flat. See if they, all right, the letter coloring though is yellow. Now when I register this in, you'll see it. There it is. See, you can see it because the cursor color was yellow too. So it'd be something like that. I'm sorry. It's just a completely dusty situation here, where we're just sweeping this whole place out, house cleaning. So that's what's going on there with the black and the white. Okay, so here's an all white fret, A, D, G, C, E, A. Well, guess what? I want to show you this now. Whoop. Can we get that over? No, we have to zoom back out a minute. Okay, so let's get out of the drawing tool a second. Zoom back out. Here we have the all white fret, but guess what it's surrounded by? A B and an F. What does that mean? That means something, because your pentatonic is C, D, E, G, A. The only thing missing, the difference between a diatonic scale